Alola! I'm the official narrator. My job is to look through the first page of Google, review the nicknames provided by the internet, and then give my recommendations at the end. Does this intro feel kind of familiar? That's because we technically did it, and it's all the way down here, because I guess this one didn't do nearly as well. Open. Today we're redoing this episode because you guys voted to not cover Hisuian Decidueye when that episode originally came out. So now we're going to redo the episode and cover Hisuian Decidueye. Let's see how much of a difference 1 year can make. I'll be honest with you, at no point did I ever expect to come back to something like this and then see the remains of me being a hater on the website. This is kind of funny. So anyway, the first two worth acknowledging. I didn't really have an opinion on it, so I didn't vote it down. I voted Spectrile down because I thought it was stupid. There's me being a hater. But Nightwing is fine. It works. I mean, Batman guy. And yeah. Hawkeye was another one. Archer motif was pretty popular with Decidueye. It, makes sense. Robin Hood is a very easy joke to make. That one I'm also fine with. I want to say I remember that one. I mean, at this point, I've literally looked up Decidueye nicknames on 3 separate occasions. One before I started this channel, one during the channel, and now a third time for Hisui. Cool. Deadshot, that one I want to say was used for Blastoise, was the one I picked. But I mean, it's fine. You can use it for the small handful of shooty-based Pokemon that exist. Green Arrow is fine too. I don't particularly have a strong opinion one way or the other about it. Every time I scroll down and I just see the the down votes, I can't help but laugh. Black Quill, that's Phoenix Wright. Do I necessarily think it fits Decidueye? I mean, no, honestly. I'm not sure, but I left that one neutral, so I guess I didn't hate it. And then Legolas right below that one. That's the arrow guy with the long blonde hair from Lord of the Rings. That's like all I know about Lord of the Rings. Look, see, I'm not just a hater. I thumbs up them too. Archimedes, I think that's Merlin's owl. That's kind of very overdone. Just know that one. Hedwig, that's Harry Potter's owl. Oh, there was some sort of neat fact about Harry Potter's owl, but I don't remember what it was. Blathers is the owl from Animal Crossing. Yeah, that's right. I like that name. That one's a real good one. Would I use it for Decidueye? No. Maybe better on, like, Noctowl or something. Doctor Who is a different version. Did we see Doctor Hoot? No, because we saw Robin Hoot, but I don't think we saw Doctor Hoot. So, yeah, you could do Doctor Who or Doctor Hoot if you wanted to. There's a different pun. Hooters is what I personally used. When I saw the trailer and I looked at those starters, I was like, yeah, I'm picking Rowlet because I wanted to have a flying type for my starter. And I was like, I can use fly on him. And then they got rid of HMs. And then they made him a ghost. I don't think he can learn fly. I don't recall. But it's not really important. And you know what? That's a change that I'm okay with. I'm glad that we've moved past that. They have to constantly get a little more creative with how they can implement HM-based moves without having them, so to speak. Like, ask yourself a question. Now that Scarlet and Violet's done, how are they going to include things like Surf and Fly and Rock Climb in the next game? What are they going to do with that Miraidon and Koraidon? But anyway, Hooters was the first thing I thought of when I saw Little Rowlet. Errol was... I know that's another Harry Potter owl. I just don't remember if that was Ron's or Dumbledore's. Hootdini and Ross Owl Ghoul. Not crazy about them, but hey, you tried. J.K. Rowlet. It's great if you're Ash and it swallows an Everstone. I just realized this doesn't say Orly. It's meant to be oh really. They just forgot to put the fucking space. And that's in reference to like that ancient meme of the owl with the surprise face that says oh really. Just notice that. I don't know if I commented on that in the original video. I think Takumi was on Ranker, and I probably voted that down. Anyway, I don't Fire Emblem, but if you care and someone wants to tell me, feel free to let me know if that's worth a damn. Bullseye, Legolas, Hawkeye, Red Hood, Sir Owly MacArthur? Bullseye I like, and I just went ahead and pulled up the little ending to this video just to see if there was anything worthwhile. And I'll be honest with you, I might just let that play as is once we're done with this video, because there's so many fucking nicknames that I recited at the end of that video. It's crazy. Alright, this little comment's a bit of a read, but the short version is he named his Rowlet after soccer team. So we've seen a few sports team references in the past before. I don't know of any sports teams with owl mascots, but if you can think of one, you can name it after, like, the city or something like that. That is totally fine. You know, I think I might just use Duolingo for my other one. One of my favorite things is how Duolingo is kind of unhinged. So their mascot's an owl, and there's, like, memes, and it says Spanish or vanish. But also, like, if you buy a plush, they'll send you a letter, and it's like, hey, you should study because we know where you live now. And that's great. And there's 2 Decidueyes, so that's kind of what's great, is if you like more than one nickname, you can put one on one and one on the other. And I might just put it on my Hisuian Decidueye. Stolas, that was who I was trying to think of. I've been trying to, like, watch through Has-Been Hotel, and I'm like, I know that some characters are based off, like, actual demons, and Stolas is one of them. Stolas is from Hell of a Boss. Personally, think Hell of a Boss is better than Has-Been Hotel, but he's based off a demon, and they portray him as an owl. I don't know if he's an owl in actual folklore or whatever, but yeah, just giving a small nod to that one. Mr. Owl is one I mentioned at the ending of the, what's it called episode? The original episode. And that's fine because of the Tootsie Pop? I think that's what they are, the Tootsie Pop commercials. Mr. Owl, how many licks does it take? So I guess we wanted to do that. And if you care, the fucking gender ratio for, like, all starters is 87% male. So there's a good chance it's going to be a dude anyway. Olive Garden? Alright, so it looks like we found ourselves a new bot here at, what's that, it says Bourbon-Mums? Let's see what happens. Yeah, Bourbon Mums. Bourbon Mums, like suburban mothers? Definitely some AI shit, because when it's cool nicknames, and the very first one is John is, followed by China, so I guess John is Chinese or something. I don't fucking know. Hello! John is Peanut. This is the caudal cancer, which I probably appeared in the original video. I know Bourbon Mums is new, so way to go. I've plagued the internet with cancer from a bunch of AI copycats. Albino Head is a likable nickname to call your precious Decidueye. I want to know who decided it was likable, because I don't like it. And then Cheeseball, which is the type of shit my friend Sam would come up with, but that one says Naughty Decidueye. You know what I like to call my girlfriend before we start fucking? I like to call her a cheese ball. Nothing gets her wetter. Oh, shit! Thought I was free! Robin Hood Green Arrow we already talked about. Inspired by a famous archer. Nightbird Shade Blackquill. Well, I guess we know where Ranker got Blackquill from. Dartwing. Yeah, so, literally nothing. What's his reasoning for Blackquill? Intended for shiny Decidueye as it's black and hollow color. I'm pretty sure Decidueye is blue. I mean, I guess that's kind of black, but I was thinking about up top, so we can give him a slight pass. I was beginning to get worried. I was like, damn, he must have hit his head harder than I thought when he was born. Okay, so I'll be honest. Because I've done this episode before, and this episode was apparently a great success before, I think this is actually our longest episode ever. The original. I didn't feel too motivated to read through all 360 AI bullshit along with this bullshit, so I kind of cut it short. Because again, the original's good. Watch the original video. It'll be down below in the description for you, and then unlisted. So, yeah, we still also have Hisuian Decidueye to cover. Before I do that, before I forget, we have the spreadsheet, because this is a Gen 7 Pokemon. Holy hell, there's a lot. Blathers, Green Arrow. I've seen a lot of this, and I don't know anything about it, but I'm just going to guess it's a show about birds. So, if that appeals to you, just know that there was a lot of people suggesting shit for it, and I just chose to ignore it because I don't know shit about I don't know shit about it, and I'm not the kind of person to talk about things I don't know about. I think that's stupid. Ron Weasley's owl. Ron Weasley had 2 owls? Name that Decidueye was often referred to before its official reveal. Why? Okay, we're going to try Hisuian Decidueye and see if the results change. Again, it's been a year, so we'll see if waiting a year made a difference. Sometimes it's just fun to do things on the internet. This is named Embo from someone from Star Wars. Here's what happens when I search Embo. European Molecular Biology Organization. Alright, let's try Star Wars. Okay, I guess this looks like a Decidueye. Alright, so actually, this was what I was thinking about too. Because of... Here, I still have this tab open. Because of the way Hisuian Decidueye naturally looks, Skull Kid, wow, was my first thought. So that was kind of my idea. And, like, you know, we've seen that in the past before, at least I want to say for Marowak and maybe some other Pokemon as well. And... Again, I'm fine with it, but you could also maybe get a little bit more creative and do something like Kokiri, and Majura would be another creative way of doing it. I'm kind of striving away towards it because mine's shiny, and the shiny one has the regular colors, so I feel like I can't call it Skull Kid anymore. But if you don't have a shiny one, then yeah, Skull Kid's probably the one that I would lean towards. That was my original choice. But you could also get creative and do something else to reference Zelda. I want to say we've probably seen months before as a theme. Which again, remember, the North Hemisphere is not the only hemisphere. So you could name... August isn't even really known for leaves. Wouldn't you say like November for that? Regardless, there's that, and then also autumn I saw was a suggestion. They said, I named mine Autumn and I'm not happy about it. And I just think that's funny. Bruce Leaf is a new joke, at least. Now, in no way am I saying that this is a good nickname. But Cupid is technically one we have never seen before. Okay, that's it as far as Hisuian stuff. Admittedly, I'll be honest and say I don't really feel like I put my best foot forward, and I feel like it's mostly just because the original video is so damn good, it's going to be kind of hard to top. So, let me close this tab, and then open this, and just let this outro play for you real quick. Hawkeye, Nightwing, Green Arrow, Red Hood. Next set, more of the archery theming. Robin Hoot. I don't know why Robin Root was a thing. Robin Hoot's better. Legolas, Bullseye, Archimedes, and Blathers for some more references. And then we go to the next one, Zelda theming. Rivali, Rito, surprised no one said this, Kaepora Gabora, the owl from Ocarina of Time. I personally use it for Noctowl instead. I think it's going to fit better, but just in case you care, there's that. Dr. Hoot, Mr. Owl, and then for our Harry Potter theme, we've got Hedwig, Errol, and then Pidgewiggin being another one. And then lastly, to close out the list of recommendations is Duolingo. The one I personally use is Hooters. I gotta be real with you. This is probably the most nicknames I think I've ever recommended before at all, period. Like, there was a lot of good material, and it actually kind of makes my heart happy. Okay, I think I said enough right there in my previous thing. We can look at these two comments which were left on this original video. That was viewless. This was actually one he'd suggested, but there was something Japanese he put, and I was just like, foreign-based nicknames. Teba after the Rito Archer, which is actually kind of funny because we didn't see that. And then also, since then, Tears of the Kingdom has come out, and we also have Tulin we can use as another idea. Everything else I have written down, like, I started writing shit down, and then I was just like, nah. This video covered it pretty well. We can literally let it play because there's just so much good shit. Anyway, Decidueye after Aaron Kruger, he was born as Ale. I don't know who that is, but cool, good for you. As far as Hisuian stuff, I mean, Skull Kid was pretty much the theme for me. I'm probably just going to pick... And again, like, a lot of these you could use on either one because they're pretty similar. Like, they're not too different. Like, one... I'm confused. Hisuian Decidueye has arms but chooses not to use them. I don't get it. Like, he does feet stuff. Also, upon viewing this video, it kind of made me realize, you know what I should be doing? Is instead of putting Legends Arceus in the game, right down here, I should keep it as to its original. So, like, for, you know, things like the new Slowpoke video or whatever, I put the DLC. I should probably put it back to Red and Blue the way it was, because I'm willing to bet Steelix is probably labeled under Red and Blue. Or, what's another one? Dusk Noir is probably under Ruby Sapphire. Chansey is probably under Red and Blue, so I should probably be going back to the original rather than the others. But that's that. That's all I have to say. That's all I have to recommend. Yeah, that original video is going to be down in the description below, so you can watch the whole thing if you got 18 minutes to spare in addition to this, if this somehow didn't help you. Kind of gave a nice little speed run on things. I don't know, I feel like there's something else in particular I need to say, but I can't think of what. So, yeah, any other ideas and suggestions, feel free to leave in the comments below. Thumbs up the ones you think are good. Please distinguish the difference between Alolan and Hisuian Decidueye. And also, since then, we now have a type-based playlist. So if you want more grass nicknames, more ghost nicknames, more fighting nicknames, there are the appropriate playlists on the channel. And then, as stated multiple times, the original video will be down in the description below.